Welcome to Cozy Noah Vibes, where we listen, relax, and drift into peaceful sleep. My name's Noah, and I'm your host. It's a pleasure, as always, to have your company tonight. Tonight, we embark on a journey into the depths of the ocean, where we'll explore the enigmatic tale of a lost civilization, Atlantis. This ancient city, whispered about in legends and mysteries, has fascinated humankind for millennia. Together, we'll delve into the myths and stories surrounding this fabled city, lost to the waves and time. But before we begin, take a deep breath. Let go of any tension from the day. Allow your body to sink deeper into your bed and feel the gentle pull of relaxation drawing you closer to sleep. Remember, there's no hurry here, just a gentle drift towards slumber as we explore the wonders of the past. The night is serene, with only the soft rustling of leaves and the distant hum of insects filling the air. You find yourself on a ship, gently rocking on the calm ocean waves. The stars above twinkle like ancient sentinels, keeping watch over the secrets hidden beneath the sea. The air is crisp and cool, carrying with it the salty scent of the ocean, as the sound of the waves lapping against the ship's hull lulls you into a deeper state of relaxation. As you stand on the deck, gazing out at the endless expanse of water, you can't help but wonder what lies beneath the surface. The ocean is vast and mysterious, holding within it stories of ancient civilizations, lost cities, and forgotten worlds. One such story is that of Atlantis, a city so advanced, so powerful, that it became the stuff of legend. The tale of Atlantis is one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world. It's a story that has captivated philosophers, historians, and dreamers alike, a story of a powerful civilization, advanced beyond its time, that vanished in a single day and night. The first mention of Atlantis comes from the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, who described it as a utopian society, rich in resources and knowledge, with majestic temples, advanced technology, and a powerful navy. According to Plato, Atlantis was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar, on a large island in the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantans were said to be a noble people, blessed by the gods with great wisdom and wealth. They built magnificent cities, with towering buildings adorned with gold and silver, and canals that crisscrossed their land, connecting their cities to the sea. Their navy was unmatched, and their ships sailed far and wide, trading goods and knowledge with distant lands. But as time passed, the Atlantans grew arrogant and greedy. They began to covet the lands and wealth of others, waging wars of conquest and spreading fear across the seas. The gods, displeased with the hubris of the Atlantans, decided to punish them. In a single day and night, the entire island of Atlantis was swallowed by the sea, disappearing beneath the waves, leaving no trace behind. For centuries, the story of Atlantis has been debated. Was it a real place, or merely a myth? A cautionary tale of the dangers of greed and arrogance? Many explorers and archaeologists have searched for the lost city, but none have found definitive evidence of its existence. Some believe that Atlantis may have been inspired by the ancient Minoan civilization, which thrived on the island of Crete before being devastated by a massive volcanic eruption. Others suggest that Atlantis could be a memory of a real island or city that was destroyed by a natural disaster, such as a tsunami or earthquake. As we ponder these possibilities, imagine the sunken ruins of Atlantis lying deep beneath the ocean, hidden from sight. Picture the grand temples and palaces, now covered in coral and seaweed, with fish swimming through the once great halls. Imagine the silence of the deep sea, where the echoes of a lost civilization still linger, waiting to be discovered. Feel the gentle sway of the ship as it drifts through the water, the sound of the waves a soothing lullaby, guiding you closer to sleep. Let your mind wander through the ancient streets of Atlantis, where the past and present merge into a dreamlike state. The journey to uncover the truth about Atlantis has led many adventurers to the far corners of the earth. Some have sought the lost city in the Mediterranean, believing that the island of Santorini, with its caldera formed by a massive volcanic eruption, could be the remains of Atlantis. Others have searched in the Caribbean, convinced that the island of Bimini holds the key to the mystery. One such explorer was Ignatius Donnelly, a 19th century American politician and writer who became obsessed with the idea of Atlantis. Donnelly believed that Atlantis was a real place, a great civilization that was the source of all advanced knowledge in the ancient world. He wrote extensively on the subject, arguing that the lost city was the birthplace of agriculture, metallurgy, and navigation. Donnelly's theories, while controversial, sparked renewed interest in the legend of Atlantis. His work inspired a generation of adventurers and archaeologists to search for the lost city, each hoping to be the one to uncover its secrets. Imagine yourself joining these explorers on their quest. Picture yourself standing on the deck of a ship, scanning the horizon for any sign of the lost city. The sea stretches out before you, vast and endless, as the sun begins to set, casting a golden glow over the water. As the night deepens, the ship's crew begins to lower the diving bell into the water. You watch as it slowly descends into the depths, disappearing into the dark, mysterious world below. The sound of the waves and the creaking of the ship's timbers are the only sounds that accompany you as you prepare to follow the bell down into the deep. The descent is slow, the pressure increasing with each passing moment. The light from the surface gradually fades, replaced by the eerie glow of bioluminescent creatures that flit through the water. You feel a sense of awe and wonder as you descend deeper and deeper into the ocean, into a world that few have ever seen. As you approach the ocean floor, the bell comes to a stop. You step out, the feet sinking into the soft sand. The water is cold and still, the only movement coming from the gentle sway of the seaweed that carpets the ground. In the distance, you see a faint glow. Curious, you begin to walk towards it, your footsteps muffled by the sand. As you draw closer, the glow becomes brighter, revealing the outline of a massive structured temple, perhaps, or a palace, long forgotten by time. The structure is covered in coral and seaweed, but you can still make out the intricate carvings that adorn its walls. You reach out to touch the stone, feeling the rough texture beneath your fingers. The carvings depict scenes of daily life: farmers tending to their crops, fishermen casting their nets, priests performing rituals to the gods. You continue to explore the ruins, marveling at the grandeur of the structures around you. There are columns that stretch towards the surface, their tops lost in the darkness above. Statues of gods and goddesses stand sentinel, their faces worn smooth by the passage of time. As you wander through the ruins, you can't help but feel a sense of melancholy. This was once a vibrant city, full of life and activity, but now it is silent and still, a forgotten relic of a bygone era. The journey back to the surface is slow, the weight of the experience pressing down on you. You feel a sense of loss, knowing that you have only scratched the surface of the mysteries that lie beneath the waves. Back on the ship, you stand at the railing, gazing out at the ocean. The sun has risen, casting a warm glow over the water. The crew is busy preparing for the next dive, but you can't help but feel a sense of finality. The search for Atlantis may continue, but you have found something more valuable: a connection to the past, to the people who once called Atlantis home. As the ship begins to sail back to shore, you close your eyes, letting the sound of the waves and the warmth of the sun lull you into a state of relaxation. You imagine the lost city of Atlantis, still lying beneath the ocean, waiting to be discovered. The legend of Atlantis has inspired countless stories, from ancient texts to modern-day films and novels. It is a tale of a lost civilization, a reminder of the fragility of human achievement, and a symbol of the endless mysteries that our world holds. As you continue to drift towards sleep, let your mind wander through the streets of Atlantis. Imagine the grand temples and palaces, the bustling markets and quiet gardens, the laughter of children and the songs of the priests. Let these images guide you into a peaceful sleep, where the past and present merge into one. Good night, and may you dream of lost cities, forgotten civilizations, and the endless mysteries of the ocean. This version of the story has been adapted for cozy Noah vibes, with Noah as your host. It blends the intrigue of ancient legends with the calming narrative needed to guide you into a restful night's sleep.